Hello, and welcome back to Morrowind with Ragasha, where last time, she's supposed to understand, right? We cleared out a 6-house base of all its nasty people. We got a cool robe out of it. I quite like it. But well, we now have Corpus disease. Yeah. Not exactly something to be desired, I should say. Something we have nonetheless. Unfortunately, the Dagoth Gairs, the final Ash School at the end of the this kind of labyrinth of pathways, cursed us with his dying breath, and said something like, "Oh, you will be going to Dagoth in his flesh and of his flesh," and well, that's I certainly hope not. But yes. But other than that, we also got a cool hammer out of it, which technically, because we use blunt weapons, we can use. Bonk. Bonk. So yeah, that's interesting. Now, I believe what we're going to do is simply divine intervention our way out here. Disgrace running to the Buckmoth Legion Fort. And then Almseek intervention our way over to Alt Room.
You waste your time. Go away.
Okay. Gosh. Ugh. Sorry about that. If I suddenly started talking funny, it was because of that. It was because I had to cough. At least I could see it. Anyway. So now, I guess we're just gonna go report back to Caius and tell him that, well, mission complete. I have Corpus disease. Cough, cough. I'm dying. Well, we're not dying yet. Yet. Well, she's straight willing, I hope not. That would be rather unpleasant. Bummer. Anything else? Oh, yes. We also looted a tomb. We got an exquisite amulet. And extract ring. It's amulet. Common amulet. Use these to make some enchantments with. In fact, we have some stuff here we could use. And I'm kind of thinking that you know what? Pardon me, still working out. No, we're not sleeping yet. Not till we report to Caius.
If that creature visits again, I think I'll have choice words to say.
Okay. But yes. We're on our way out, and we have 5 restore magic potions left. We use 10 standard restore magic potions in that, as well as 3 quality.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
You talk too much out there.
You were talking to me. You don't have a traffic jam. I think that's how books work. Like, I mean, I'm no expert, but like, yeah, whatever. Which reminds me, 1,000 Lanterns Away is a thing, and isn't it? We have Morrowind Rebirth installed. I completely forget that place exists. You haven't caught it too, have you? Caius, how are you? By the way, with Dagoth Gairs dead, the 6-house shrine is no longer a threat. You've more than earned a promotion to the rank of Traveler. I'm very worried that you have Corpus disease, but I have some good news in that department. Oh, do you now? I canvassed my informants for possible treatments, just in case you contracted the disease during your mission. I learned from Fast Eddie that your best chance of getting cured is to bathe fear, an ancient Telvanni wizard who runs a Corprusarium for victims of the disease. Fast Eddie. Yeah, we're acquainted. Here, take this Grimoire artifact and 1,000 drakes. Go to tell Fear. To bathe Fear will like the Grimoire artifact. A gift may sweeten his disposition. The gold is for expenses, and here's a couple of levitation potions. Here you'll need them in Telvanni towers, because wizards don't use stairs. So get moving and get that corpus disease cured. Then hurry back. I think I know how to get the lost prophecies Navani Mesa asked for. Telling me stuff I already know. Artifact. Fast Eddie says to bathe Fear collects door artifacts. Yes, I know it's treason to trade into artifacts, but don't worry about it. I'm a big shot Imperial Spy Master, remember? And yes, it's worth a fortune, but you're worth it. The cash is for expenses, and just in case, good luck. Gave me a cohere, which, for one thing, I don't, she's supposed to understand, right, is not worth a fortune. In fact, you could probably get like a couple with that 1,000 gold. Tell Fear to bathe Fear's tower, southwest of Sajith Moor, on an island on the southwestern edge of Saffrabell Bay. Here, let me mark it on your map. There's a dock, but no boat service, so you must water walk or swim from Sajith Moor. Use the guild guide service of the Balmora Mages Guild to reach Sajith Moor. At Sajith Moor, find Wolverine Hall, Fighters Guild, and ask the scout Sondrin Arathi for detailed directions to Telfir. I think we can find that way. Fast Eddie. Ed Thaman, also Fast Eddie, also Eddie the Rat, is a rare commodity. Former Telvanni wizard. Former, now reinstated Telvanni wizard who has gone Imperial and joined the Mages Guild. Colorful but unreliable character. He's an invaluable source of inside information on Great House Telvanni. He has a small house here in Balmora. I think he's rejoined the house, hasn't he? Haven't we done that quest already? Because, yeah, we talked to Eddie. It's like, hey, can you go get us this amulet or whatever? She's supposed to I think so. The temple sends victims corpses to the Corprusarium. The Corprusarium's beneath Fear, the tower of the Telvanni wizard Faith Fear. Asked Fast Eddie what it was like. It's a swell place, full of doomed crazy people with bloated bodies. You'll love it. Oh boy. Corpus disease. You have corpus disease. It's a rare disease that usually drives victims mad and causes terrible deformed growths on the body. I don't know much about it. I'll check my informants to see how to cure it. In the meantime, we can discuss your orders. Corpus disease. Maramila says the distant priests do have records of Ashlander and every prophecies, and she has an idea how we might get a look at them. Ladies, I'm the Imperial Spy Master for Morrowind. And since I'm the ranking PlayStation in Morrowind, you report to me. You follow orders, we'll get along fine. Is there anything new to say about Blades Prince? Nah, it's just those were the good old days again. Twice. Now doing quests for factions. Try to complete every task you're given. Sooner or later, you'll run into trouble. Don't assume that just because someone gives you a job, you ought to be able to complete it. When you get a job that's over your head, be patient. Go do something else for a while. Come back when you're tougher, better skilled, and better equipped. Yeah. Like a particular Grimoire, you know. Let's pop on over to the Mages Guild. Maybe drop in a bed for a couple hours sometimes at 12 a.m. Yeah, we get a good night's sleep. Let me guess, you're a sleeper. That's crazy.
Talk with you? Something tells me I might regret it.
Leave me.
Yeah, I've got a disease, my guy. You might regret it. See, look, you've already caught it. I just walked by you. Oops. This is a ring that's on the shelf. Good call. I thought so. Thud. After that, let's go to 10 hours. And in your dreams, a tall figure in a golden mask spoke to you. Lord Nerevar Enderil, I Resdania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 belied you, 3 betrayed you. One you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vor and Dagoth, Dagoth steadfast liegeman, faithful friend, bid you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain, once again, break your bonds, shed cursed skin, purge the in-law from Morrowind. Thank you. Now can I get the rest of my 9 hours of sleep, please? You wake. You hear something. Sense the presence of another nearby. Yes. Where are you, Lord? Cannot hear you. Speak to us, please. Beat you to death with your own hammer. Don't mind the club. Maybe don't try not to trip on it. Baskets back there. Anywho, what time is it that we got? Look at that. We're still missing 7 hours. So we'll do that and continue onwards. Shira, hey, get away from me. You've got corpus disease. You can't get cured of corpus disease. Get away. Still 100 disposition, though, mind you. Check it more.
That's disgusting. I think you should leave before I lose my lunch.
Yes, everyone hates me now. And also, fun and all, but it also weighs 75 pounds. That weighs 15. We've got this common robe. Get rid of that one. That, and the boots, and the Imperial round shield, keeping the ring, and common and the 6-ounce amulets, and keeping the book lamp. Message from Dagoth. I forgot to read this. Lord Nerevar Enderil, I Resdania, my lord, friend, and companion. Oh no. Oh, my lord, friend, and companion. Once we were friends and brothers, Lord Nerevar, in peace and in war. No houseman ever served you better or more faithfully. Much that I did was at your command, at great cost to myself and my honor. Yet beneath the Red Mountain, you struck me down as I guarded the treasure you bound me by oath to defend. It was a cruel blow, a bitter betrayal to be felt by your hand. But, remembering our old friendship, I would forgive you and raise you high in my service. The Sixth House was not dead, but only sleeping. Now we wake from our long dream, coming forth to free Morrowind and of foreign rulers and divine pretenders. When the land is swept clean of false friends and greedy thieves, the children of Veloth will build anew a garden of plenty in this blighted wasteland. Come to Red Mountain, old friend, for the fellowship and honor that we once shared. I will grant you counsel and power. If only you would pledge that friendship anew. The path to Red Mountain is long and filled with danger. If you are worthy, you will find there wisdom, a firm friend, and all the power you need to set the world aright. As ever, your respectful servant and loyal friend, Lord Vorin Dagoth. Dagoth. Indeed. I'm gonna pop up these in. Wizard staff. Yes, the cohere worth a fortune. It costs 60 gold. He hands me 1,000 gold and coherer and is like, careful, that coherer is worth a fortune. It's like, no, sir, you just gave me a fortune. An exquisite amulet. What was it I wanted to do? Jesus, I think there was something I wanted to do. Excuse me. Right. I think that was this. Let's make an enchanted item. Let's go with the extravagant ring. And let's have a summon something. A new greater bone walker, perchance. The greater bone walker ring. Jesus Christ, one of these. There we go. Jesus Christ. To you too. Off to Telvanni. That way. Up or down? Probably. Yeah, see it in the distance. Two rats supposed to try this with. I suppose it won't work here. Happen to get down. This next one. Walking paths. Jesus Christ, what as well? What do you know? We're creating all sorts of enchanted items. These, I get the feeling, will probably come in handy. I've got two uses of this thing. Two uses is 9 seconds. A minute and a half. Yeah, we are. Two more, huh? How were we able to walk up there? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel like some floats out this extreme, which isn't very extreme, but just to say like this, you just can't walk up, and some like that you can. Is that exact? No. It's about. It's close enough, I guess. It's two uses. There it is, Telvanni. Let's go see about getting ourselves cured of corpus disease. Willing, because, well, we're in a bit of a state right now. You tell me you can travel. Okay, I was about to say this, like, if you could tell me that you could travel here by boat, with whatever mods I've got. Get a little unhappy. Tower of Telvanni on its soul. Here we go. Ah, Benlock. Oh, hello there. Ep.34. Have you come to plunder the dungeon, or have you got corpus disease? Or did you come to see Ep.34? I'm Ep.34. I'm the wife of Ep.34. One of them. Sort of. Like, yes. Well, not wife in the married sense, but, you know, paramour, consort, something like that. It's a bit awkward, really, because, well, he made us too, so though we aren't really his daughters or anything, it's like we were his daughters, because he made us. You see? Sure. Faith Fear. He's up above in this study. I hope you can fly. You can't get up there unless you can fly. Or have potions. Sorry. Corpus disease. Everyone who gets corpus disease comes to our Corprusarium. It's not very pleasant, but at least they're all fed and cared for. From the dungeon. You'd be surprised how many people come in here trying to steal Lord Fear's treasures. He does have quite a collection of relics and artifacts, but he keeps them down in the Corprusarium. And who wants to risk catching corpus disease? Not to mention who wants to get ripped in half. Pity. We don't see many good thieves here. Just the stupid ones. Interesting people we have here. Let's go upward, shall we? And find this debate here. Hall of Fear. Adriel Palace. Your god corpus disease, Outlander? That's a death sentence. Can't get cured. Get away from me. Far away. Come on, pass. Devates, Chester Drawers. Corpus sweepings. Ah, schoon pipe. Wow. Books. Probe. Mint. Probe. Shermans. Got any skill books by chance, Mr. Fear? Got a Limeware set. Why bother with the artifacts? He's got a Limeware set just sitting there. Balls of Shine. Another weightless bug lamp. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for that. We have a weak levitate ring. Or ease of going up. Alpha Fear. Suppose you wanted to speak to Faith Fear? Or Corpus Seeds plunder the dungeon? Closet. Ah, presumably the man himself. Wonder what he keeps in all these locked chests. Now, don't we have one scroll? Alright. Jesus Christ, smelling I hope. Of what's it called? E-Cache's Lock Splitter. One chest. We can unlock one chest. And I'm sorry, is that moving? Oh, that is absolutely disgusting. Oblivion. 120 numbered ages in the void that fated folk had grown deep schooled in evil. Then the bright gods resolved to punish those faithless spirits and shatter the unruly caitiffs. Those huge unholy scalers, loathsome to the light. They repented exceedingly that they had gazed upon oblivion and seen there the first of dark kin and welcomed them as brothers and sisters. The principalities of victory beheld how great was the wickedness of the wayward spirits, and saw that they were bold in sin and full of wiles. They resolved then to chasten the tribes of danger and smite dark kind with hammer in hand. But ever shall darkness contest the light, and great were the powers that breathed the void and laid waste upon one another, and no oath might bind them, so deep were they in envy and perfidy. For once the portals are opened, who shall shut them upon the rising tide? That's the wrong thing. I was trying to see just how long we've been going already. 24 minutes. Arcturian heresy. Then the king, Eastmere Kingmaker. Alright. Jesus Christ, what I'm saying right there. Link. It's that stuff. I don't even know. Less Roots on Spirit of Naren, God of Morrowind, Spirit of Deus, Stars, Log. The Legendary Scourge. The personal one. Vagaries of Magica. Mysterious Akavir. I seem to recall that being rather interesting. Jesus Christ, understand that. Homilies of Blessed Alexia.
You want something?
Yes, good interesting. Talmarog cares researches. Anyways, Mr. Fear.
What was that?
See, that's an interesting clever piece you have there. What can you tell me about it? Here. A gift for me. How thoughtful and shrewd. I suppose you know I'm a collector, and that such a gift is bound to please me. I congratulate you on your diplomatic skills. So, why have you tried to butter me up? Come to consult the great Fear? You have the divine disease? Want to plunder the dungeon? Or leer at my daughters? Now I have the... You mean Corpus? Magical principles of Corpus disease are elusive and miraculous, far more subtle and powerful than any conventional sorcery or enchantment. I am persuaded that it is in some manner the curse or blessing of the god, perhaps both a curse and a blessing. The victim, of course, cannot appreciate the marvelous nature of Corpus. It saps the mind and destroys the body, but to a wizard it is a profound and glorious mystery, a riddle worth a long lifetime of study. Corpus. How interesting. Did you know that Corpus makes you immune to disease? Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Neverine? Ashlanders say the Neverine will be immune to disease. I've always thought maybe I have the Neverine down in my Corprusarium, and I don't even know it. Ha. Ha. The Neverine is a fat, disgusting Corpus monster, and mad as a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? Explain that I may fulfill. Neverine prophecies. It's a fascinating story you tell. So, you might be the Neverine. Means nothing, of course. Corpus victims have all sorts of delusions. But, let me think. I've got a potion. In theory, it should cure Corpus. Doesn't work, though. Probably kill you. Kill all my test subjects. But you've got nothing to lose. Before I give it to you, I want you to look around below in the Corprusarium. Know what's in store for you if you don't take the potion. And while you're there, I want you to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yagram Bagan. My oldest patient. Handy fellow, fixes things for me. Bring the boots back, and then you can have the potion. What's this about plunder the dungeon? When you live for thousands of years, you need a hobby. Something to love always sparks your interest. I collect treasures and invite thieves to steal them. I'm a collector and a sportsman. I collect enchanted items and ancient artifacts. Quite a few dumber pieces. And as a sportsman, I love letting thieves try to steal my well-guarded treasures. Only a few rules. 1. Don't hurt the inmates. 2. Don't hurt my daughters. My warden and guards can look out for themselves. Warden? Vista Kai, the Argonian, is my warden of Corprusarium. Quite a fighter. Tough as nails, self-taught. Works out with my daughters, who are no slouches to the martial arts themselves. Vista Kai was one of the last of my slaves. Freed him, and he wouldn't leave. Kept him on as a hireling, then made him my partner. Excellent fellow, fine companion. Not intellectual, you understand, but good company for me and my daughters. Thanks, I guess. Nice armor. I think he'd do anything. I just took the key right in front of him. Now, I'm fairly certain you can, but also that could have been changed in the mod. Navargasha, of course, wouldn't know that, but I'm tempted to try it anyways. Yes, no, he doesn't. He doesn't care at all, does he? Jesus Christ, I understand, right? We do have one of the keys, key number 637. Who knows which one that goes to? Steal the rest of his stuff. Walk down here. Maybe while that guy's looking the other way, we can take a peek at the chest of drawers over here. Some Doozy's key. Or poke around with this one. He's an ancient wizard, okay? He probably has something cool. Somewhere. Better go to the house door while you're out and just peek through his stuff. Also quite crazy. Oh, there we go. And up again. Maybe go see if perhaps people let us use that so that Jesus Christ for that does not seem to use up charge because that could have wasted some. Disappointing. Excuse me, Mr. Fair. Just real quick. Your teleport. Yes, I keep my teleport locked. I'm willing to unlock it for you, but first a little test. Indulge me, Ragasha, and go down into my Corprusarium. There you will find quite an interesting fellow to talk to. I want you to obtain a dweller puzzle box from him, and return to me with what you find. Jesus Christ, we didn't get that, but it could have been... Oh, wait, hold on. We have slow fall. Ring. Wait. No. Really? And all these magical doodads that we've accumulated and made prove to be quite useful. Now, 60%. Need one chest. Come on. Actually, she's don't we have an open 60 points? Because I think I made that or something. Yes, open 60. Also an open 100. Which we have a very high chance of casting, I might add. Yeah, in fact, surprisingly high chance that I didn't know we had.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Oh. Delina Mandus. Hello? You got corpus disease, Outlander? That's a death sentence. Training? Oh. Okay. No. Not quite what it was, but yeah, nonetheless. Which one are you? Delta here. You just have the same responses. Corprusarium. It's not the Corprusarium. Corprusarium is in the caverns below the tower. Just keep going down. You want to speak with Saphir or Vistakai. They attend to the needs of the Corprusarium inmates, victims of the Corpus disease. If you go down there, be careful. Many Corpus victims are completely mad and quite violent. Here, study. Sure you won't mind being disturbed. We get a few visitors here. You can levitate, can't you? The study is on an upper level, accessible only by the central flywheel. I'm afraid we aren't set up to accommodate barbarians or peasants. Understand? Go up the ramps to the Hall of Fear, then walk around. Look up until you see a shaft above you. Then levitate up the shaft. Then look for Lord Fear in his study. Really? Is that what you had in mind? Don't let me discourage you. But you do know that you are almost certain to get corpus disease if you enter the Corprusarium. And I hope you understand how frightfully dangerous our inmates can be. And we do have guards, you know. Quite good ones. You're free to try, of course, but I don't advise it. This is a place and a half, I'll tell you what. And you must be the guy. Hello. I am Vistakai, Warden of the Corprusarium. I am here to warn you to not harm the inmates. If you come to plunder the dungeon, you must endure their attacks and take your chances with me, their warden and protector. Do not harm the inmates. I will not tolerate you adding to their suffering. Indeed, they are brutal and ferocious, and they will kill you if they can. But you are their guests. I'm sorry, guest plural. I was singular human being. Well, not human being per se, but still. And you may not harm them, or you will answer to me. I am the guardian and peacekeeper of the Corprusarium. I have spent long years in service to Lord Fear, first as a slave, then as a free hireling, and now as a friend and partner. He has been kind and generous to me, and I take his interest, and the interest of those he shelters, to heart. The treasures of his dungeon are open to sport, according to Lord Fear's whim, and you're welcome to try to steal them. But I, too, find great sport in hunting thieves. For his own amusement, Devaith Fear permits thieves to test their skills by attempting to steal the treasures he keeps below in the Corprusarium. The dangers are fearful. The inmates are savage, and they carry the most terrible disease on Tamriel. Treasures themselves are guarded by traps and terrors, and the guards, myself chief among them, will take great delight in trying to kill you. Those are the rules. Abide by them, or leave. Lord Fear shelters and maintains the victims of Corpus sees here in the Corprusarium. He does them a great service, because no other could or would help them. He also does the world a great service by keeping them here, where they can do no harm to others. The inmates are sad, distorted monsters, angry and cruel, and their sufferings are great, but they still live and feel, and I honor Lord Fear's care and compassion for them. Your trade? I'm a knight. In the West, you need a horse and land to be a knight, but here we have no horses, and all you need is good armor, good weapons, and the skill to use them. I prefer to fight with axes and shields. Since I live by my weapons, I have to pay careful attention to local feelings about killing and murder, what's right and what's wrong. Well, slavery... Right. Slavery is protected by law in Morrowind. Slavery is illegal throughout the rest of the Empire. But some Dumbers still defend their ancient right to own slaves. In Morrowind, slaves are bound by enchanted slaver bracers. The bracers drain the magic from the slaves so they can't use magic to escape. Unless you have a key, you can't get the slave bracers off. The Emperor should put a stop to slavery, but the Dumber claim the right to own slaves is guaranteed by the armistice. Rumors all fussed about the Navarine. My notion of the ideal knight is an orc named Dumbuk Globolak. He serves with the Legion under General Darius up in Nisus. You'll usually find him in the barracks. Look him up. He knows his trade, and Vvardenfell. There's another reference to like a Mr. Trainer or something. Secret, someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. If you attack him, quickly. Hold on. What's up? I'm just gonna go this way and have a look around. You do what you want. Mostly because I'm a little bit interested in this plunge of the dungeon thing. Also, that may have been one of the first times that I've actually used lock. I'm not sure. Maybe Sanctuary, perchance. Yes, hello, sir. Why don't you come over here? A drum. Putrid wall. Ooh, chest. Researching every nook and cranny in this place for whatever Mr. Fear has decided to hide here. Most nooks and crannies, so we see nothing down here. Bubbles. Excuse me, sir. Right, okay. What else do we have? Anything at all? Nothing up here. Ah, what a purpose room. Jesus Christ, black, you appear to be faster than him. Was his handy when trying to avoid him? Please don't touch me. You're a dude, this guy. am curious though. One thing I never checked in playing this, which I know I'm really just kind of like, you know, mitigating now with the chest, but oh, well, kind of. I don't actually know the order they go in, so. Oh, Rigashi's going to have a marvelous time, I'm sure, in here with all the Glimmer stuff. Jeez, where's the stand right now of the whole Glimmer thing? But what was it I was saying? Yes, I never bothered to check, but I'm kind of curious. Dwarven chest of 8th period series. Oh, I was kind of hoping that, like, maybe, like, the number of keys, like, matched up to, like, a number in, like, the console. Unfortunately, that's not the case. What key do we have now? What did Daedric summoning? Oh, I'm sorry, but what? This first volume is the Book of the Antranek. Carefully recite the invocation. Yeah. Character might know how to read that. I have no idea what this is. Oh, hello. Well, he's not too happy about me summoning him, apparently. Yeah, let's do something about our team, shall we? And our health problem is, like, rapidly becoming a problem. Oh, wait a second. Don't have a resist frost somewhere. Jesus Christ, I'm fairly certain I do. Which shield? Oh my gosh, this... Oh dear, we don't have any healing items, do we? I didn't realize that we had run out. This is not good. Trying to think here. Oh dear. Where is Harthiel? There's a reason I saved for that. I'll be honest, I thought we were going to get Grimoire. Now we're going to these beforehand as well as that. Yeah. Frost shield. Edge for resistance. What should we use against this? Don't we do a good fire spell? Ooh, I know what we have. No. It doesn't matter. Ooh! Okay. That's not what I was expecting at all. Oh my gosh, it goes on forever, doesn't it? Ouch. Thanks for the magica. Thanks for the book. That creature called Walker. Ring. Yeah, you distract him. Where's my great called Walker? Oh, I just realized that. Go attack this guy. Yeah, no problem. Let's get out of here before they do. We're going to deal with that. Also. I've got to have a king. East Coast Military Champion. There's that right there. What is it? No, it's Bistler or something. Welcome to the halls of perpetual battle music. And a lot of running around. Ooh, hey, look at this. That's 738th key. There we go. Up here, 802nd key. The goblets. Is he smelling his arm? Only does he have neglect. It's also got a ton of health left. Have not just one, but two greater bone walkers. Four skeletons. Jeez, do something about this. No, come on, just damage the strength or something. Jesus Christ, this is not reflecting it at least. It means his strength is getting drained. Oh, he still does a metric crap ton of damage. Where's my heart heal? Why are you here? This fight doesn't concern you. Eat crap and die. That's it. Sir. Excuse me. Alright. It's easy to get lost in this place, I think. It's the bowels from the bad shit. Wasn't there another chest room? I don't think we opened this one yet. No, we can't now. Till we're 897 key. Picture somebody. Go back to our Necromancer's Grimoire. Doesn't the Grimoire summon like a skeleton or something? Oh, there. There's a whole lot of them. These are the patients that they talk so fondly. It's just leading the balance as well. Let's be gonna run around finally. Hey, Gosh is probably having a great time finding all these glimmer bits scattered about the place. Who was the last one in this area, wasn't it? This is just not enough. What are we doing? Should go deeper into the bowels of the place. I assume that's where the next chests are. How long have we been going? Speak which 50 minutes. I think I'll look at it 50 seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ for that. No more battle music. Yet. Oh. No, these guys aren't hostile. Take a look if you want. If you want at the putrid porpoise walkers. Kind of disgusting. And we're just running around with the disease, however, being all sidetracked by the fascinating flip artifacts. Jesus Christ, well, I hope we can find like all the chests and things. We can get the all the keys. If this is the only place up here, it's gonna be a little like no, exactly. That's not that way. I think this is Jesus. Yeah. What now? Jesus Christ for that. At least we don't have to deal with any more battle music. We can instead enjoy the nice, peaceful rest of the soundtrack of Morrowind. That is a very fat man sitting on spider legs. What? Oh, the artifacts. The Book of Artifacts. The Lord's Mail. The Ebony Mail. Spellbreaker. Chrismail. Staff of Magnus. The Warlock's Ring. The Spymaster. Ring of Khajiit. Mason Bullet Ball. Mask of Cleric's File. Jesus Christ, what I'm saying. I think we have that one too. Nehru's Razor. Carries on the Savior's Side. Spirit of the Mercy. Dangerous Scourge. Bow of Shadows. Fist of Randigal. Ice Blade of the Monarch, Ring of Surroundings, Boots of the Apostle, the Mentor's Ring, Ring of the Wind, Vampiric Ring, Aladdin's Ward, Staff of Hasidogi, Bloodworm Helm, Dragonbone Mail, Skullcrusher, Gold Brand, Fang of Heineknamet, Umbra Sword, Met Umbra, Dinsager's Ring, Helmborn, Bear Claw, and the Daedric Crescent Blade. Alright. That's disgusting. Saphir, Closet. Hello, you're new here, aren't you? My name is Upsafir. I take care of the corpus victims in the Corprusarium. Corpus victims, be careful if you're going to prowl around down here. We will be very angry if you hurt any of our patients, and our patients can be quite a handful, I'll tell you. Strong as Ogrim and twice as mean, but they seem to like it when I play the drum. It quiets them down. There's a drum around here someplace. They wander off with it sometimes. Find that drum and bring it to me, and I think I can calm them down for a while. That drum we found at the campfire. The disease takes many forms. For some, the progress is rapid and terrible. For others, the effects on the mind and body are very slow. It's a remarkable affliction, and that once having contracted corpus, one is completely unaffected by any other diseases. We've always hoped that our research would prevent us to isolate the beneficial aspects of corpus, but alas, we've not been successful. Corprusarium is just one of Devaithfir's many projects. Our mission here is partly humanitarian, partly research. He's been searching for a cure to corpus disease for a long time. A very long time. But in the meantime, we care for the corpus victims as best we can. The world outside is very cool to corpus sufferers. They're much better off here with us. As you know, he's probably the oldest and most powerful wizard alive, not counting liches or divine sorcerers like Beck, of course. And there may be some older in the west, on Somerset Isles, perhaps. And I don't think there's a kinder, more generous wizard alive. Not that there's much competition in that kind and generous wizard department, I'll grant you. Indeed. Yagrum Bagar, Spider-Man. Hello, sir. You're here for the Dwemer boots. Tell my gracious keeper that I've done what I could. Only a Dwemer mage crafter could have done so much, but only idiots could have created these boots. Shames my race that we must be judged by the works of such a lack-wit blunderers. Your race? I'm sorry. Once I was a master crafter in the service of Lord Karanak, chief architect of this great Second Empire freeholds, and the greatest enchanter of his time. I could not match the genius of Lord Karanak, but what he could envision, I and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still retain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me, and my memories have long faded. My only consolation is each day to mock the gods who destroyed my race and condemned me to this bleak existence. You're a Dwemer? Interesting. Now, Ragasha probably really enjoys this, because he's just like, oh, an actual Dwemer. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in this grim prison. I can scarcely move. My fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of corpus disease deters most visitors. If you meet with cultivated minds, undaunted by the terrors of the Corprusarium, you might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. This is how I style myself. I do not know for a fact that I am the last, but in my travels thousands of years ago, I never encountered another. And since I have been here, I often ask Lord Fear, but he says he has never heard a credible rumor of another Dwemer on Tamriel or in any outer realm. Disappearance of the dwarves. Cannot say what happened. I was not there to observe. I was in an outer realm at the time, and when I came back, my people were gone. I left Red Mountain, wandering Tamriel for years, searching on deserted colonies, looking for a survivor or an explanation. Then, a long, long time ago, I returned to Red Mountain, still looking for answers. Instead, I found Corprusarium. I've been here ever since. I have theories, if you are interested. Very interested. Lord Karanak, the foremost arcane philosopher and mage crafter of my era, devised tools to shape mythopoeic forces, intending to transcend the limits of Dwemer mortality. However, in reviewing his formulae, some logicians argue the side effects were unpredictable and errors might be catastrophic. I think Karanak might have succeeded in granting our race eternal life with unforeseen consequences, such as wholesale displacement to an outer realm. Or he may have erred and utterly destroyed our race. Gracious keeper, I owe my life to Lord Fear. He took me in when I was a mad monster, out of my mind. In time, I emerged from my dementia, and now I am quite lucid most of the time, though my body is still a grotesque and useless prison, and I still have some feeble hope of a cure. Lord Fear has tried many spells and potions. None have helped me, but neither have they harmed me. If he can cure this disease, Lord Fear can. I know the accent's probably changing around a little bit as I read this, but oh well. Yes, can I have these Dwemer boots? Lord Fear obtained these enchanted Dwemer boots from an unfortunate thief. Given the quality of their craftsmanship, little wonder the fellow came a bad end. But I can do nothing for them. Fundamental enchantment is flawed. Might as well start over again. Such a pair of boots could still be fashioned these benighted latter days. But I have done my best. Take them to Lord Fear with my sincere apologies. Also a puzzle box. Devaith must have told you about them. Creating them is a little hobby of mine. Of course you may have one. Feel free to try and open it. I made quite a simple puzzle for this one. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. A puzzle. Oh, jeez, Grace, let him do this. Rigash is, at this point, having the time of his life. He's found a whole heap of Dwemer, well, mostly goblins, but some Dwemer stuff in Dwemer chests he's probably really enjoying. Some coins and whatnot. Talked to the last living dwarf and got a puzzle box out of him. A pair of flying boots. Which he has to give away, but this puzzle box looks old and intricate. Press the centerpiece. Nothing happens. Twist the box in half. Nothing happens. Corner piece. You have to click. Box reset. Corner piece. Corner piece. Centerpiece. Centerpiece. Nothing happens. Corner piece. Centerpiece. Okay, corner, center, twist centerpiece. No, corner, center, twist it in half. Center. Twist the corner of the box and it opens. Find a small folder of note inside. A letter to my friend of 8th Fair. You do seem to enjoy these little toys, and I do enjoy making them. Here's another. You may do with it as you please. Now there's and it opens. Brilliant! We now have a puzzle box. Which to amuse ourselves. She's going to run that because that's a rather enjoyable little trinket. We already tried. So we've been through the whole thing right here. Right? Wait a second. Only got one door though. How long have we been going? An hour and 1 minute. Oh, well. You know what that means, folks. That means it's time to go. So, until the next time, I'll see you then.